Good day everyone. So, we are the group 4 and i-discuss namon about si Patakraw. So, ano ba ang si Patakraw? Tapos, ang historyhan si Patakraw, kakano hiya nagtikang diniha Pilipinas. Then, ang court layout, basic skills, then, kon ang mga basic rules han paguyasan Sipa Takraw. Sipa Takraw is a STEM sport popular in Southeast Asia, often referred to as kick volleyball. It is played with a ball made of rattan or plastic between two teams of 2 to 4 players on a court resembling a badminton court. So, ang Sipa Takraw usa ka team sport nga kilala ha mga nasod ha Southeast Asia nga kilala gihapon nga kick volleyball. So ginuuyas ini gamit ang bulang ha hinimo haratan or ha plastic nga ang mga magkarawat usa o duha ka team nga may ada duha tubtub upat nga mga mag-uuyas. So ang court nga ginagamit ha laro is pareho laliwat han court han badminton. So hasi Patakraw ang mga players nagamit han ira mga tiil, ulongan, bisan ang iba pang party han lawas basi ipasa ang bula ngadto han ira kalaban. So ang purpose o layunin han uyas is amo ang pag-score pinaagi han pagbutang han bula ha dipinsahan kalaban nga diri nira mapuputngan. So sometimes you can see the players flying through the air while smashing the ball with a sharp or powerful kicks, creating breathtaking plays. So even though the rattan balls is repeatedly returned on the court, it truly required skills, coordination, strength because the players go through intense challenges in every rally or set. So usay ini ha dako nga bahinhan kultura nga palakason an iba-ibang country ha Southeast Asia. So the term sipak means kick in Malay, while takraw translate to woven rattan ball. The sport combines elements of soccer, volleyball, and badminton, showcasing agility, power, and teamwork. So ang term nga sipak means kick ha Malay, habang ang takraw naman is nangangahulugan na woven rattan ball. So inihiya nga sport is an combination of soccer, volleyball, nganhin badminton. Kundiin makikita mo talaga an agility or an strength nganhin ang teamwork han mga players. So it is a fast paced game na sobrang exciting na panoorin. So now let's proceed to the history of Sipa Takraw. So kakado ba nagtikang ang Sipa Takraw ngandiin ba inihiya nag-start? So ang Sipa Takraw may have been introduced to Southeast Asia by the Chinese who were inspired by traditional game Kujo and the ancient military exercise where soldiers play to keep a leader ball filled with feeders airborne by kicking it back and forth between two or more people. So nasiring ang Sipa Takraw posible nga gin-introduce han Southeast Asia han mga Chinese. So kay ano nga nasiring posible? So kasi may mga debate nga kunhain nga nasod an original nga pinagmulanahan Sipa Takraw tungod kay pipira nga bansa ha Southeast Asia an may pride nga nagsusumat nga hira ang nag-imbento han sport which is an sipa takraw. So gin-inspired han mga Chinese an era traditional nga game nga Kujo. Ini nga Kujo usa nga daan nga exercise han military. Diin ang mga sundalo is naguuyas using a liter ball filled with feeders. Gimbabalik-balik nira ini pinaagi himpagsipa haangin tikang ha usa nga grupo. So over time this style of game spread to the countries of the Southeast Asia. So ganda Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, ngan diniha Pilipinas. So nga gin-evolve nga to han kilala na yan nga sport nga sipa takraw. So panahon han 15th century ang mga Malay uuyas na hinsipa han bulang tikang haratan nga gingangaranan ini nga dula nga sipa raga. Ha 1960s gin-formalize na ang rules han sipa takraw nga gimpasarig an opisyal nga tournaments han mga nasod han Southeast Asia. Hapag kaya na usay ni nga importante nga sport ha mga international competitions. So gada Southeast Asian Games nga nagpapakita hin kusog kaagilhan discipline ngan pagkaurusahan mga atleta. So next is kakano ba na introduce ang sipa takraw diniha Pilipinas. Sipa takraw was introduced in the Philippines in 1940s, likely through cultural neighboring Southeast Asian countries. It later gained popularity and became part of national sport events like the Palarong Pambansa. So, ang sipa takraw gin-introduce din sa Pilipinas han year 1940. Posible pinaagihan kultura nga koneksyon han aton bansa ha mga mga kasilingan nga bansa ha Southeast Asia sugad han Malaysia ngan Thailand nga mga kilala nga countries nga expert hini nga sport. Paglabay pira ka tuig ini nga sport is naging sikat dinhi ha aton bansa nga nahimo nga opisyal nga parthan mga pambansang palakasan sugadhan palarong pambansa kundiin gin-represent ini han iba-iba nga region. So next is the court layout. So ang size han court han kanang sipa takraw is 13.4 meters long nganhin 6.1 meters wide. Ang net height naman para kalalalikinan is 1.52 meters. Then kababayinan naman is 1.42. Making similar to a badminton court with a center line dividing two halves.
Okay, good day everyone. My name is Mark Biboy Opiasa Gabieta, Criminology student 2N, Group 4, Fat Fit 1. So I'm gonna report the rules in Sipak Takraw. Players, a match is played by two groups referred as a Rigo or Rigos, each consisting of 3 players. So Rigo or Rigos, sila yung tinutukoy sa isang koponan o grupo na ng mga manlalaro naging bubuohin 2 players. So one of the players positions at the back and it's called the tigong or server. Tigong or server, siya yung manlalaro na naghahagis ng bola upang simulan yung laro or upang ipasa ang bola sa kapwa manlalaro. Siya rin yung karaniwang nasa likod. The other 2 players shall be in front, one of the left and the other on the right. The players on the left is called the left inside, malamang. The players on the right is the right inside. Both of them is inside players. So, ang inside players ay may mahalagang papel. Sila yung mahalagang papel sa laro dahil sila yung scorer. At sila rin yung yung dumedepensa sa pag-atake ng kalaban nila para hindi makapag-score. Team event. Each team consists of minimum 6 players and maximum of 9 players. So, yung each team nila, kailangan nila may 6 players pataas or 9 player. Depende sa nila, sa coach nila kung anong gusto niya, or depende na lang ata sa event. Maximum of 3 players shall be registered as part of a team reserve pool. Players in the reserve pool may be fielded on a substitute. So, yung tatlong grupo, yung tatlong player dapat kasama sa sa reserve pool. Hindi pwede yung outsider yung maglaro doon. At kung hindi na kaya maglaro ng tatlo, pwedeng magpalitan or mag-substitute sila. So, prior to start of the game, each team must have a minimum 9 registered players present on the playing court. So, kailangan active lahat yung player nila nandun sa court. Hindi sa loob ng laro na. Dapat tatlo lang. The team less than 6 players shall not be permitted to play the game and shall be disqualified. So, hindi sila dapat bumaba sa 6, or dapat 6 pataas lang yung nila, yung mga players nila, kasi madi-disqualified sila or madi-default sila. So, basic rules. Played in set or by set, best of 3 or 5. So, okay, bawat set may nilalaro nila yung 21 puntos or 15 puntos. Nakadepende na lang yan sa format ng nila, ng competition. Kung set 3 best of 3, kailangan nila race to 2 wins para di na sila umabot sa sa pang tatlong laro. The team serve by kicking the ball over the net. So, ito yung ginagawa ng server o ni Tikong, na i-serve yung bola sa sa kabilang net, sa kabilang kalaban, ipasa doon. Players cannot use arm or hand. So, hindi nila gagamitin yung kamay nila. Kailangan lamang gamitin nila yung yung head, chest, and feet. The ball must be kept in play using feet, hand, and chest. So, ito lang yung ginagamit nila, paa para pagsipa ng bola, ulo or knees para sa pagsalo ng bola or pagkontrol ng bola. Okay. Maximum of 3 touches per side before sending the ball over the net. Bawat team tatlong beses lamang nila ito may papasa sa nila, sa ka-group mates. Kasi pag mag-apat na, parang violation na 'yon. May limitado lang yung na pagpapasa. Points scored when the opposing fails to return the ball properly. So, pag di na nila mabalik ng maayos, kapag hindi na maibalik ng maayos yung bola sa court, o di kaya sa net, hindi na naibalik sa ibabaw ng net, or nakapagpabalik ng bola ngunit ito ay hindi na sa court, parang outside na. Yun lang po.
So, there are 9 basic skills in Sepak Takraw. The first one is regarded as the most common and basic kick in Sepak Takraw. So, the inside kick. The inside kick is used for controlling the ball. This is done with the inside of the foot. As its name implies, stand with your feet apart and bend your supporting leg a little. hit the ball with the inside of your foot. So the other one is, or technically the second one, is outside kick. Not very commonly used, but the outside kick is very defensive kick that propels the ball upward to execute the outside kick. The outside kick of your foot must make contact with the ball as your knee bends inward. The entire kicking should be make a right angle at the knee, with the calf and foot pointing outward. So the third one is knee kick. The knee kick actually utilizes the thighs. The ball is hit with the part of the thigh that is just above your knee. The stance is reminiscent of marching, but your knees would have to be raised as high as possible. The kick is usually done by players receiving a serve. Fourth one is header. Not unlike a football header, a header in sepak takraw involves the use of the forehead to make sure the ball fly, especially when it's too high in the air for your kick to reach it. This technique is used for both serving and striking.
Horse kick or back kick. A horse kick serve is difficult to accomplish and requires a high level of flexibility and skills. The horse kick actually refers to a high kick as high as you need the ball to go and using your foot. But hit the ball backwards over your shoulder or head. Bali horse kick or back kick is one of the difficult na mahimo sa serving na kailangan flexible and lawas. Natukoy sa taas sa paglukso para mai-deliver sin maupay ang bola. Horse kick is ang pagsipa on ginihimo patalikod or patras. Kailangan balanse ang lawas para makahimo epektibo nga horse kick. Toe kick is a defensive kick great for saving a ball that has gotten out in front of you. Learn the toe kick for saves, the inside for control. The toe kick is achieved by placing the foot out for the ball and depending on the height of the either lifting the foot with your hip or just letting the ball bounce off. Bali, the toe kick is one of the basic skills nga ipapakita sa pag-uyag si pagtakraw. Toe kick is usa nga teknika ginagamit para sa pagkontrol ng paghatag san bola. Ginagamit ini para pag-receive, pag-deliver, o pag-atake sa bola.